I just want to do like a little update on my healing process. Um, I don't know. I mean, like some days I wish that I could just unplug from this matrix. Like I wish that I could just undo my self-awareness around my narcissism because it comes with a lot of headache. Um, it's like actually the lived experience of being a narcissist, like my nervous system, isn't all that bad because I avoid so much of the things that hurt. And the problem is that I push it on others, right? Like I have some sort of shame response and I just ignore it. Um, like I'm trying to pull away all of my coping mechanisms, like workaholism and basically anything that might numb the pain. And instead, I'm trying to be vulnerable with my partner and co regulate in that way. And man, it's hard. Like everything in my body does not want to do that. Um, Yesterday, I posted some videos on TikTok and for whatever reason, just got a bunch of hate from people. I talked about how I would, I think in the future, we're going to use the word narcissist like a swear word because it's really demeaning. Like we're using a mental disorder that's based in trauma to be a slur. And I think a lot of people did not like that. I think it made probably some people feel bad uh, for maybe the way they've treated narcissists in their life. But I just got raked over the coals. And I think the comment that really like irked me was people were like, this guy's just a narcissist and he's just using this platform to feed his narcissism. And in some ways, that's like actually true, which is probably why it irked me. But like, yeah, it feels really good to my body to have praise, you know? And I don't think that healing your narcissism means getting rid of that. I think that healing your narcissism means that you can be empathetic and you can show up in a loving relationship. It means that you can not uh, put down other people's needs for your own needs. It it means not getting angry when some of your shame items get pulled up. And I feel like I'm working on healing those parts of my narcissism, but saying that I have to completely undo all the parts that make me happy just because they're narcissistic uh, has been a bit of a battle. Like when I very first realized my narcissism, I took the test, saw that I actually had it. I kind of spiraled. I was like, should I just become a garbage man? Like, the only work I want to do, or all the work I've done in the past, which is entrepreneur, sales, I've really excelled at. And that's also what narcissists do well at. And the one I'm pivoting to now, which is being a content creator, is also up there in the narcissist category. And I was like, fuck. And it took me a while to be like, you know what? But that is my strength. Like it is my strength to storytell and to convey a message. And it's something that I thoroughly enjoy. Like it feels good to me to take my ideas, put them into a nice little package, and then show them in a way that makes sense to people. Um, but I think I felt a lot of shame from those comments yesterday, and it just kind of got worse. Like my kids got home from school, and we got talking about how we would like the household to be a little bit different. Because we're talking about like doing this thing where they can earn stickers and then they get dessert at the end of the week instead of me taking away iPad. And they were like, "Yeah, you take things, you don't do that. No, you lose iPad." And they were like acting as me, and like I just felt like this tall. Like I just felt like nobody in the world would want me. And God, that's like so hard. That's the hard part that no one gets, that's in every single narcissist. They have like such deeply rooted shame of like not even being wanted at all. And um, it's so bad, like we just don't even want to face it. And so much so that we hide it from ourselves. We don't even want to look at it. So I don't know if this is like a messy in between period, um, because I do feel like I've got a really good handle on the rage. I have a really good handle on the shame, which leads to the rage, and I have a really good handle on the empathy piece. Like I used to always be stuck thinking Kira would be like, "What are you thinking about?" And I'd be like, and I'd be thinking about how someone thought about me, or something that was coming up that would, shape how I showed up in the world or how people perceive me. And it was really embarrassing to notice that. But as I feel like I've opened my heart, I'm really good at just plugging into the conversation and being really present with her and being empathetic to what she experiences. But like this feeling like a piece of shit when the whole internet yells at you and you see how all of your bad patterns have led you to where you are, that's rough. That's super rough. And I don't think I have a happy ending right now. Well, I do actually have a happy ending. It's not over, but uh, last night I just like, after I put the kids to bed, I went and just like snuggled Kira on the bed, and I was like, today was so hard. She's like, I could tell. Um, and I just like talked her through it, and she just like hugged me and held me and was like, "You're the fucking best. I love you." And she just gassed me up. And it was like 10 minutes of that, and I felt so much better. I think what I'm realizing is I need to have that conversation earlier in the day. Because it was like midway through the day, I was like, I'm super bummed by this. Um, and yeah, I think that co-regulation is something that the narcissist didn't have as a child, and so it doesn't feel like an option to me. And when it does feel like an option, it's like I feel like such a bitch. I just feel like a pansy to like need my woman to like pat my head and like make me feel better. It just feels really gross to think about. But it worked. It worked really well, actually. So that's it. See ya.